All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Ern's World Podcast. It's your boy DJ Ern1.
And it's your boy Diff Hue.
And today, we got a special guest in the building. One of the homies from back home on the East Coast, who happens to also live out here in Portland. Known bro for a long time. Ezbvke.
What's good? What's good? Happy to be here, Ern's World. Happy to be here, Ern. Happy to be here, Diff.
For sure. Some 704 shit for those that don't know. This is really what it's all about. That's really what this comes down to.
Yeah,
big facts.
That's kind of wild. Worldwide. 3,000 miles away, just on a different couch, just chilling, man. Been knowing, Ern been knowing you since.
Yeah, how long we know each other, man? Talk to the people, Chris.
20, probably like 2010, 11?
Something like that.
Because I started working at Papa John's when I was 16.
So we pretty much known around the same time.
When I was 16.
Basically.
Yeah.
Give or take a few years, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
North Carolina roots.
Because you started working at Papa John's after Bojangles, right?
Yeah. That was like when I was in college.
Real doughboy shit, man.
We was doughboy shit.
He was
really slinging them pies.
We all worked at Papa John's.
I didn't know you worked at Papa John's, bro.
Hot minute.
Man. What was you on out there?
You said what?
What was you doing when you was working over there?
Delivering.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, it was bullshit though, because Concord, I was in a bad, like when nobody was paying shit, bro. It was bad.
It wasn't going to like Highland Creek. I heard them neighborhoods was paying.
I was at a shitty area.
No, they were.
I was at that Papa John's right beside that Balo.
Oh.
Yeah. So you already know.
They called me over there like once or twice.
Yeah, it was depressing,
when
bro.
it was dead.
It was depressing. Yeah.
I wanted to delivery drive, but my peoples wouldn't let me because it was like you were gonna run the insurance up.
This is later down the road for me. I was working 2 jobs. I picked that up on some second shit. Yeah.
I was inside on that make line, man.
Doughboy shit.
Literally.
But yeah, no, like I always tell people, you know, he used to make the pies. I would deliver them.
Yeah, you got a little assembly line type shit going on.
I mean, essentially, basically.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, happy to have you here, man.
Hey, happy to be here, bro.
Glad you finally came through and came and fucked.
Yeah, after like 50-something episodes.
I don't know why it took so long, man. I should have been like...
It was you.
Episode 2, 3.
It was you.
Hey, I mean, I told everybody they can pull up.
Right. Yeah. It was you was stopping yourself.
I wouldn't even say all that. There was a lot of transition. I know I moved back home.
You also in the Bay Area.
You did a lot of moving and coming back.
Yeah, this is my third time living in Portland.
That's why I said moving and coming back like 3 times.
At this point,
because you did that for sure.
Hopefully it's my last. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How's everybody's week been so far?
I'm gonna start off with saying that you might as well, like, before we got on camera, we was talking about greetings and shit. Ain't nothing going on with me, so y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Ain't shit.
What you got going on, man?
Ain't nothing special.
Week has been cool, bro. I'm off first half of the week, and so really about to tap into my work week. Tomorrow, Thursday through Sunday, I'll be at Washington Square, Nordstrom, women's shoes. Come rock with me. But yeah, majority of the week just been kind of cool in it, man. Just got over a little cold that had me down, and so glad to be.
And you in between us.
I'm all good now, man. Clean bill of health. I had to go to the urgent care and everything because I was down, but everything's great now. Just been chilling, applying for jobs. I hit the gym today. That was smooth. And yeah, it's top of the month, so I'm trying to, like, you know, get into that mode.
What's the mode?
Just kind of, you know, like, prioritize, lock in. I feel like a new month is, like, an opportunity to just kind of, like, maybe reset, do some things differently, you know. Just take some time to be like, oh, okay, closed out last month. This is how it ended. Here's how I want this one to shake out. So just be intentional, I should say. And so starting off with that. And yeah, we're going to see what the rest of the week looks like. It's going to be chill.
On some manifesting type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really what I got right now, man. That's all I got going. All right, your week been straight?
Yeah, my week's been straight. Just been getting stuff in order for trying to get ready for this weekend. I got another gig from a videography standpoint.
Okay.
So I've been doing those like global based parties from a video standpoint.
Say that one more time.
I've been doing like the multicam setups at those parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got another one of those gigs this weekend. So
Okay.
just trying to make sure I got everything in order.
Shout out to Global Based.
Nah, big facts.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Eric and crew.
Where do the venues be at?
They produce their events at 2 different locations. Actually, they got a few different locations I feel like they rock with. Because I feel like once the weather warms up, they'll be doing more like outdoor adjacent venues.
Right.
Okay.
So one of their venues when the weather's warm would be Produce Row, which is like the southeast waterfront, kind of near the Alce area.
Okay.
And then they have Holocene, which is on
That's
Belmont.
their I've been to Holocene.
Yeah. So the Holocene is one of the spots they rock with.
Okay. Holocene is an interesting spot.
It is.
I don't mean to cut you.
They pack it out though.
But they got me.
Okay, elaborate. What happened?
They got me, man. I had my homie Demiah in town. Shout out another 704 Salisbury, man. Solid dude.
He's Salisbury.
He's still in the A right now.
Yeah.
But he was in town visiting. And we wanted to just be on some ratchet shit, man. We wanted to be outside. We were like looking at Eventbrite and all the, the joints, trying to see like what the vibe was going to look like that weekend. And I came across this Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj twerk fest
In Portland, though?
party.
You
And
should
it was
already know.
It was at Holocene.
But you should already know. Just all that together. And if you know, that just sound crazy.
It was
In
the flyer,
Portland.
though. The flyer was what got me. I sent it to bro, and I think he was just hyped. He was like, yeah, this is...
Now, if you saw this in Atlanta, I'd be more like, this might be the vibe. Maybe even
Right.
Cali. Portland, you can about imagine it's gonna be some shit.
I think
That's
I was
funny, though.
fresh back, too, so I was,
How
I
long y'all
was
lasted
still
in there? How
doe-eyed,
long did it take you
bro.
before y'all walked out?
Oh, my God. About 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Not even.
that sound about right.
Not even.
Some things you can just, bro, like, that's funny. The fact that, like, you literally thought that was...
We bought tickets and everything, bro. Like, we was excited.
That ain't no different than... Oh, we didn't buy tickets. Remember when we somebody gave me tickets to
for
see
that,
the Dr. Dre
The
symphony.
thing. Yes.
That shit sounded cool.
It wasn't it though.
That shit was crazy.
It was
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Top 10 worst.
Yeah, like, I never actually walked out of something
Like,
before.
I don't know. It's just one of those situations where it's like I felt like I got played.
Right.
Because like it was really just like
Same with what you saying. You probably felt like you got played. It's like, yo, this ain't really what that was.
it was really just
Yeah.
a symphony. But I mean, I didn't feel
That
like
wasn't
bad
even no
because we didn't pay
symphony.
for it. But it was really just like, okay. I mean, people playing orchestral instruments.
No, they was not, dog.
No, they were. They had like string instruments and stuff.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
It was just a band, dog. You not remember?
Bro, wasn't it like, didn't they have like a
No.
violin?
It was
Someone had a
regular
violinist up
people.
there.
They didn't have no
I'm
violinists
glad
up there.
I'm glad I missed it.
Anyway, they
I'll say
had
that.
this white guy and this black guy doing the cover from a vocal standpoint.
It was a
And
regular
just wasn't-
band.
It just wasn't it. But people in there seem to love it.
Okay.
It was not
Because where we at? Because where we at?
in Portland.
And that's the thing you got to think about.
No, I'm already hip. But I'm just
Most
saying, though, it just
people in
wasn't it.
Portland
It just was
don't
not
know
it.
culture. There is people that know hip hop, but that's a small percent of people. The majority of people in Portland, bro, don't know culture. And so what they think they know, it usually be like some whack ass shit. And it's like,
Or a watered down version of what they think it actually is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like-
yeah, we could really go in a rabbit hole with this one.
And I don't mean no disrespect to the Portland, man. Shots, look, we out here, man. You know what I mean? We out here, but hey, look, I just got to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I just got to keep it a buck.
And that's why we fuck with you, Diff. That's why we fuck with you.
But yeah, no, if y'all want to hop into this thing, we can go ahead and jump into the topics.
Let's do it.
All right, so starting off.
We got a obligation to get to.
Hey, man, I'm not, I just can't be in here all night.
Now I feel it.
I'll fuck with y'all, though.
Not when you got to be in something else. Hey, but look, though. So, we're going to let you take the wheel on this, because me personally, not to be that guy, but I don't even fuck with this shit. So, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you.
We talking about the Call of Duty joint?
Yes, indeed.
That's crazy.
Let me see the remote.
Yeah, no, Call of Duty is like, they ain't innovated. They just taking y'all money at this point. They fucking y'all.
It's the same game. I really just play Warzone. They made that shit free to
I
play.
like how everybody that's invested in COD says the same shit. Oh yeah, we getting fucked, but I really just do this though. Everybody that plays it says the same shit.
I know, but I play with the free shit. So it's like I really just fuck with Warzone.
All right.
And then they made the shit with Game Pass. So it's like I don't even have to buy the game to play the game. You know, I feel like I've been able to kind of just take my Call of Duty gripe, eat it, and like still be able to run with it. Because it's just like, you know, yeah, the game is ass. Yeah, we're really just waiting for the new Battlefield to drop. But in the meantime, that's what the homies is on.
That's fair.
You know,
I ain't mad at it.
And so all that to be said, season 3 just dropped today. The big news with that is just Verdansk is coming back. So they're pulling up the trailer right now. And yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, so I guess, well, you know, we're going to run this trailer for y'all.
Wait a minute, so it's a Black Ops 6?
Yeah, we're on the 6th version of Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
So the first Black Ops came out when we were technically seniors in high school.
You know, I cancel out of this shit like Drake, so it's like I don't really. I'm lost in the sauce when it comes to this shit. I didn't even realize 6 was like.
Yeah, we're on Black Ops 6. We're on the 6th rendition.
That's crazy. I only know 2.
Yeah, you've been out the game for a while, my boy.
Yeah, we're gonna run this trailer for y'all real quick. Let y'all see what they're talking about. Hopefully, we don't got no ad.
We got ads.
I mean, you say
Hey, why we got ads, yo? Why does ads
why
no
do you say every time? Hopefully, we don't got no ads.
That color. We should try to get that color
premium.
We should try to get that color to match the.
Sometimes we don't got an ad though.
We should try to get that color to match the other. The colors right now, they're a little still bright.
I mean, I'll show you, but it's a different camera, so it's not gonna be 100%.
If you're watching this,
so I actually don't think this is the right one. I think this is just. Did they say this was season 3?
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Something stinks around here.
This is my first time seeing this shit.
Shit, me too.
The company's compromised. Don't think it's Menendez or the Russians or any state actor. Could be goddamn men from Mars for all I know.
I will say one thing I'm bad about is I really don't be following the storylines in a lot of these games.
Nobody cares about storylines.
I skip this shit and just play the game. Like I haven't played a campaign mode. We were talking about this shit the other day. I haven't played a campaign mode in ages.
Yeah, nah. I play the campaign pretty consistently on Call of Duty. That's one of the things I look forward to when a new game comes out.
And you beat it?
These must be some of the new maps.
Let's get into the storyline in general to play through.
How long is the story mode? Is it pretty long?
It usually be like 20. I feel like 20 levels low key. Like that's probably like standard.
About I'd say between like 15 and 20 levels.
Almost.
It all depends on the length of the levels though. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. If they're shorter levels, they usually give you more levels.
I feel like the most drawn out fucking games, Grand Theft Auto. Sometimes the missions be so dumb. It's like, bro, you're not at this point. You just got me doing like extra shit. That was the trailer, bro.
So that was multiplayer though. We didn't get to actually see.
We talked over it too, but I ain't get nothing from that.
I mean, yeah, it was nothing to see. It was just showing the new maps. Search up if we can go to the one that I put in the chat that was showing Verdansk and Warzone. So
break that down to a motherfucker that don't know what that is. What's Verdansk?
So Verdansk is one of the maps that, like, it's one of the legendary Call of Duty maps for Warzone. Warzone is kind of like that battle royale style, Fortnite-esque. I think they were maybe one of the kind of innovators in that game mode. I want to say PUBG was maybe the first, but I could be wrong. But Fortnite was one of the popular ones to start, and then, of course, Call of Duty got on the train, and I feel like that's probably been the most played battle royale. And this is just one of the great maps. Yeah, it's on that second clip right there.
This one.
Yeah. And so with it, there's like some legendary guns on the map. They're bringing the Kilo back. It's AR. I mean, I was playing it on multiplayer earlier today. This shit is smooth. They got the HDR, which is like a really nice sniper. I know folks are going to go crazy on that. They got the AMAX, another AR that's going to go dummy. So it's going to be fun, man. The one thing that I'm hoping, and it's kind of tough that one, you don't even play Call of Duty, and Ern, you don't play Warzone, but so maybe you can't weigh in too much. But the big gripe that I've been having is just loading the game. Like Warzone client is so trash compared to like multiplayer. Multiplayer, you can get in the match, no issue. Warzone, you load into the match and half your team just like not there. They just back out. Or nobody has a mic. They used to have it where you can like preference your parties so you could get somebody like who has a mic and like is on comm so you can actually play the game well. Because, I mean, you can grind this shit out, play by yourself, but unless you're just cracked or you got a nice team, it's going to get boring after a while because you're just dropping into matches and you try to run this one objective, somebody is doing something else. So, but yeah, they're queuing up this little video right now. I'm excited to see what's going to hit on. I just know the homies is like dummy hype for it, and I was getting tired of that last map, so it'll be cool just to run with some of the crew. Might need to get you back, man.
Yeah, this never scrapyard.
See, you know the map.
And yeah, that's one of the cool things too. Like they incorporate the multiplayer maps within the larger map.
The thing is, I've never really been in a first-person shooters, and the only reason why I even play games like this is for the competitiveness. But I get bored after a while really quickly because it's not much any creativity you can do. It's just like you can have some strategy, maybe some tactics, but like I want to be creative. If I'm gonna kill somebody, I'd rather play Grand Theft Auto because I can really be creative. This is gonna get monotonous for me personally, and the only thing that keeps me going is the competitiveness.
You look pretty creative to me.
Yeah, bro. I mean, so I think how
I do
Call of Duty tries
playing with a team though, and doing tactical shit. It does add more fun to it, so I'm not gonna disagree with that. But overall,
really like seeing SEAL Team 6 out that mode.
I'm also not a army dude either, so military shit don't really appeal to me, and playing those type of games don't really appeal to me. But I'm not gonna sit and say I didn't come up on Call of Duty because, like you said, like the Scrapyard is actually one of my favorite maps. What they said, the Estate. There was a few classics, you know what I'm saying? But like the point is, I've never really been a first person dude. I think Halo might be the only other one that I literally could play all the way through and actually enjoy. Yeah. But I was never a first person guy.
What's crazy is they actually did drop a third person version of this shit.
Oh, they did. It was in the last game, wasn't it?
It didn't get much traction.
Do too well.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
They had third person in the first Modern Warfare 2. Remember third person version? The people go in and boost.
Mm-hmm. I do enjoy the third person feature that they do in Zombies. Did you ever fuck with Zombies when you play?
I feel like they did do that, didn't they?
So they got third person on Zombies.
Okay, yeah.
On Black Ops 6, and that's actually pretty fun. Zombies in general.
Third person.
You can choose to go either or.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And they actually did a really great job.
I did fuck with Zombies. Zombies was fun too.
They did a great job on this Zombies. So.
Like again, back to just like being competitive and just trying to up your score. That kept me going, but like overall, man, I couldn't get into it. But
it's a crazy elimination.
I also believe that if I was playing online, which I did play online, that was the only time I really played was online. But like, I wasn't doing. I think things is different when I was playing. Like times has changed. They got a lot more shit you can do. There's a lot more different like. So I feel like, if I was to try it again, I might like it. But the war shit just don't really. It just don't hit for me, man. I'm more in like UFC. I like to fight, like if you can get me on the UFC shit, Mortal Kombat, anything like that, that's my type of vibe.
Okay.
You fuck with the UFC?
I play Brawlhalla.
What's that?
It's like Super Smash Brothers, right?
It's like the newest version of like MLG's Super Smash Bros.
Well, what characters is it?
They be doing crossovers and shit.
Oh, that sound lit.
So they had like,
I fuck with that.
Had like a LeBron in there when Space Jam 2
I fuck with that.
Yeah, but it's like a core character. It's like about 30
I have
characters.
I have it on the Xbox.
It's free to play too. It's fun.
I mean,
that's probably the only game outside of Call of Duty that's like downloaded on my console right now is Brawlhalla.
I've honestly never played it. It's just been on Xbox.
It's fun. And I be heavy on League of Legends too, man.
I'm cool on that.
Shit,
so you like role playing shit?
Hell no.
You ain't come up on Final Fantasy back in the day?
Nah. I played a little RuneScape, but that was just for
RuneScape.
That was just for the plot, bro. I didn't really fuck with that shit.
That shit
I was just
weak.
playing it because this was playing it.
I mean, I had some homies that played RuneScape back in the day.
I did too, but I always thought that shit was weird.
Yeah, I ain't really
For real?
fuck with it.
Hell yeah. We was playing real video games, bro.
No, I played real video games too. I just had homies that was playing RuneScape in the background while I was playing real video games.
That Penguin Club went stupid.
I ain't play that.
What?
No, I know you're talking about East Club Penguin.
Oh, whatever the fuck it
I don't know
was.
what the fuck you talking about. Right?
Yo, Mini Clip used to go dummy.
Mini clip. I do remember
It
mini.
was a mini clip game.
What y'all remember about? What y'all know about? Kitty Cannon.
Kitty Cannon?
Yeah, you fucking put the launch the cat, like you put a cat in like a little bazooka and
Sound like some Angry
and
Birds
see how
shit.
long you can shoot the cat, and the cat like hits dynamite. So that in order to keep the cat going,
Yes, I do know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Dynamite sticks
I know
and
you're
shit.
talking about.
That used to be my
You try
game,
to see how
bro.
far you can get the cat.
Yeah, kitty. Yo, that was my
Yeah,
shit.
I remember that game.
Yo, so we're gonna keep continuing on video games. Just a quick update, because last few, I don't know how many episodes ago it was, but we had chimed in on
2 episodes ago, maybe.
the 4K Nintendo 64. Apparently they're doing a delay on it. There's a delay, so it's not coming out yet. I just want to let motherfuckers know. That's all I got on that. They're doing a delay. It's not coming out yet. Me personally, I don't care enough to really want to wait on something like that anyway. But I thought that was something to share just for the simple fact that they was just announcing that shit was going to drop. And apparently this isn't the first time it's been delayed. So, how do you feel about the Nintendo 64 shit though? The 4K? Have you heard about it?
I hadn't even really been tapping in, bro. I'm trying to get me a PC for real. And then outside of that,
call it a day?
Yeah, outside of that, I probably would.
You know you're not getting Grand Theft Auto on PC anytime soon, right?
I'll still keep a console. Like I still got my Xbox.
Because they're not putting the new GTA on console. On PC to like last.
Probably it's gonna be the last thing that hits PC.
Yeah.
The last part of this game that hits the consumer cycle.
Yeah, so that's why I said I'll still keep a console. I got a shout out to the homie works at Xbox. I won't mention your name.
Got you a hookup?
Yeah.
Lucky you.
You know, we didn't scratch the back or two.
You got you the newest Xbox that's coming out.
we're gonna talk about
You
it.
can't say a whole lot, man.
We're gonna talk.
I ain't say he's, he didn't even mention his name.
It don't matter. He already saying a whole lot now.
We're gonna talk about it. So, yeah. Outside of that, I just really want a PC, man.
Because you know that it's supposed to be coming out with like a new like console in like 2027, right?
And I think I saw that on y'all's last podcast.
Yeah, it's
about
supposed
the
to be like
That was a
rollout.
handheld though.
No, but it showed the whole rollout.
Oh yeah,
But we talked about
Your homie, he got an insight. He know some shit. Your homie knows some shit. What's going on? Like, do you got some insight on like what's to come?
I don't really be pressing them like that. I can probably find out though, but nah.
Obviously, we'd have to talk about it off camera, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But the newest like Xbox is supposed to be like a hybrid PC, like console, but it's not supposed to hit I guess it's not supposed to go to consumer until.
So are you
end of
saying you can
2027?
like run Windows and like Internet Explorer and everything?
Well, the handheld joint is supposed to be like a Steam Deck in a sense.
Yeah, basically. So the handheld that's supposed to be coming this year, it's like alleged to be coming out this year anyway. It's supposed to be kind of like a Steam Deck, but the actual console that would be coming out in 2027 is supposed to be, like I said, like a hybrid PC console, but it's got essentially the capabilities of a PC.
I just wonder if you could like put Microsoft Word and shit.
Probably. It's a Microsoft
know,
property. Microsoft, not property, but
Motherfucker
Microsoft
probably got to mod some
product,
shit
so
to do
probably.
that.
I mean,
Microsoft, so probably.
Because the thing, you can already get on the internet on your Xbox right
Right.
now, but if it just like was a whole desktop, it would just look a lot smoother. I feel like so that would be.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
Just integrate all that shit into
Sound like it's
one.
on the way.
The Xbox is the computer.
Sound like it's on the way.
I mean, 'cause if you-
you can do that now though.
Yeah, because if you game from a PC standpoint, you're essentially logging into Xbox to game.
Right, or whatever platform you use.
So you game mostly on your computer?
Nah, I don't even have a good computer right now. I just game on my Xbox. But I have a MacBook as well, and I would attempt to play League on that, but I don't even play League anymore just because this shit's not good on my laptop.
Well, shit. On another note, man, again, I'm gonna let you take the lead on some of this news that you got.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that man Trump is moving different. He went ahead and announced the whole tariff policy. So that news broke today. I believe it's like at minimum 10% spread, like across the board on all products, and then different countries have different percentages and whatnot. Honestly, like, haven't really been following like global trade and things like that prior. I know that he had did something like this in his first term when like introducing like new tariff policies. And so I got a homie who works in finance, and he's been kind of sharing some gems with me about it. But
what are some of those gems? Come on now.
He was just, you know,
you can't say that and not sharing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, fair. I mean, we'll dive into those as we continue the conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna remind you.
But no, it's just gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. Hopefully, history repeats itself, and we see where he had did something like this similarly in his first term, and there was a downtrend, and then for the remainder of the term, there was like, you know, an up spike, and just like talking economy wise, stock market wise. So we'll see, but I just think it's interesting. I'm curious to see what it bolsters, you know, if it's more manufacturing, you know, stateside and domestic. I'm interested to see what consumer spending looks like post, how it like fucks with inflation and marks shits up for the everyday consumer.
How are you maneuvering as an investor? What is some of your thought process and how you feel the next 4 years is gonna be? And what is some of like what do you plan to do to, I guess, protect your situation, so to speak?
And so this is where I'll you know, pull in some of those gems that I was told. I'm gonna focus on gold, just because that's backed by the U.S. dollar, and you know, I feel like that's something that they'll just never be able to take away, right?
For now.
I'm gonna, you know, just diversify my shit into like some of like the money markets rather than individual stocks, and honestly just continue to like, you know, get guidance from my peers, do research. But I feel like one thing that you should not be doing, and I hope you're not doing, is keeping everything that you got in a checkings account, because that's not growing nowhere.
Facts. I'm actually glad you said that. That's a whole nother conversation for real. But yeah, that's another conversation. But yeah.
Or savings. Obviously, you know, like you direct deposit, you move some
I think
money.
You know what's crazy, man? I really think people nowadays is starting to like move a little more like that. Now, obviously, if you make a certain type of money, even the people that make real money, they got their money in so many different places. I can guarantee you that like it ain't the way the average Joe keeps their money. And motherfuckers can't really, unless you're making a certain amount, putting your money in a savings account, unless it's like a Roth or something, it's like, what are you doing, you know? Yeah. It's like, so with that being said, I feel like when I was a kid growing up, they didn't teach us anything. Well, they didn't teach me anything other than put money in a safe for a rainy day. That's all they tell you. Save for a rainy day. They don't tell you how to save for a rainy day. They don't tell you what, like, they just say save for a rainy day. So we think, let's get a savings account and put some money in it. But then you realize cost of living and how everything's working. It's like, I don't even have money to put in a savings account. So the point is, what you're saying is some real shit, and it's funny because I started realizing, like, all the money that I've had in my life that moves the most has been in, like, low-key stocks. Yeah. Like, I seen that shit move more regardless of shit going up and down. Now, if you make a bad buy, then, of course, you might be fucked up. But if you play it smart and you just stay consistent and do slow and steady, the shit gonna move way better than it do moving in just the bank account. That's common sense. We already know this shit. Mm-hmm. But to just, like, be in a day and age now where it's like you really, really starting to see that this shit don't work, and then me hearing it from people that are older than me. Like, I just had a conversation with a guy that pretty much is right now currently damn near living off his stock portfolio. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like, this dude's living off his stock portfolio. That's all based off the shit that he did before that. Like, he had to do shit in preparation to get to where he's at right now. But one thing he did say, though, he was like, I don't even fucking, he's like, basically, I just keep my bank account open to pay the bills. Like, I don't, like, just put money in a bank account. He's like, whatever's in my bank account is used for certain specific things, but I'm not keeping money in there. It's really just like, just to keep shit, keep the bills paid. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how it used to be. I feel like most people just always traditionally, and you outside of like a 401k or whatever, you put money in a savings account because that's just how we was raised. You make some money and you put it in a savings account. Unless you're talking to people with another type of level of wealth, it's pretty much you always going to be at a certain level and you're not going to get that type of information. It's almost like a whole world once you realize, damn, like, so it's more to it than just putting money in a savings account. If you don't know that shit, you would never fucking know.
I think you got to trick yourself and you got to engineer it almost to where it's like you're not saving, you're paying yourself, right? And if you look at it like that, you know, every week, you know, you'll buy your groceries, you'll get that cut, you might pick you up a little eighth, go grab that bottle. In those same routines, tell it like, I gotta pay $150 to my brokerage account. And that's just so you can let that money play. You can invest it here, you can invest it there. And over time, that's eventually a whole new savings account.
The average person don't think like that though.
And that's why we have Ern's World Podcast.
Facts.
Diff and myself and Ern on the shit today to give you those tools, man, because
no lie.
You heard it here and you didn't hear it from me.
No, that's major facts though, because at the end of the day, like, what you right. I mean, that's exactly what you got to do. But it's like people have to get that information to even know that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
then also another layer is people also just have to put themselves in position to actually do it too.
100%. Put themselves in position to get the information. Put themselves in position.
I'm always asking. Closed mouths don't get fed. 100%. I kid you not. Like, in fact, the guy that I was just bringing up, it literally happened because I just randomly asked him. Lately, bro, I've been asking everybody, like, not everybody, but everybody that makes sense to. Like, I'm like, yo, I wonder if he got a stock portfolio. I'm gonna ask him. Low key, that's how you just never fucking know. You might ask the right motherfucker that really might be that guy, and he like, let me tell you something. Let me show you some things. Let me take my number down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how that shit happens. So, like, closed mouths don't get fed, man. And like, I think we had a conversation on the last pod too, just to kind of piggyback off all of this. Motherfuckers cannot bank on these companies. Even if you have a degree and you have a skill for a career, you can't bank off that shit for real, man. You gotta create your own, like, value. Because that, low-key, is gonna be way more valuable than you trying to get a job. Like, so many motherfuckers I know been up and down in the fate of somebody else's hands, all because of a job. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we seeing now, everybody kind of had this fear with AI and shit coming in and all that. This should be a motivator. Even with Trump going in the stock market and, you know, people seeing shit like, oh, we might be going into a recession or whatever. You got to look at all these things as motivation to just get this bread for real. Because to be real, the shit ain't going to get no better. You either going to dwell and bitch about it, or you gonna become a wolf. Like I've been saying lately, you just gotta be a wolf. Like everybody. You gotta be a wolf, but have a heart too. You know what I'm saying? But being a sheep, we can't be living like that no more in 2025, going to 2026, man.
No, that's facts.
Because they making money off of us, off our backs. You got to get a little more aggressive, and I feel like that means we got to be a little more of a wolf about this shit. I feel like that's just as simple as that. We got to be aggressive with our pockets too, and we got to bank on ourselves more, for sure.
Yeah.
On another note, though, as far as this tariff shit too, though, also kind of reiterating with the investment shit, do you plan on like going hard as an investor even through these times, as far as like the recession period, I guess you could say?
No, I think you got to, man, because in all this volatility, somebody's going to shake out on the other side, and you want that to be you.
True that.
Ideally.
True that.
Definitely, preferably.
And you just need to do it in a way that makes sense to you, right? I think with the great opportunity that's being presented, but this is also maybe part of the issue and that could lead into the recession, is with the tariffs going up, consumer spending going down, you not buying that luxury good, that imported good. Instead, you put that money into an investment. That might be the opportunity, rather than paying that inflated price now due to that tariff, right? But then at the same time, consumer spending goes down, the economy goes down. We live in a very consumer-centric not mindset, but just like market.
But this goes back to not to cut you off, my bad. That does go back to what Aaron said, education, but then also relationships. Because I'm saying that because, man, there's millions of stocks out here that exist. And I know one thing's for certain. No matter what market, there's always going to be some that's going to last and be resilient no matter what. There's always going to be. So with that being said, like just me learning, getting around the right people, I'm learning about shit that I'm like, damn, because there's a lot of like software and like a lot of like environmental stocks that be in the background that we don't pay attention to. So like when you think consumer goods, you think, yeah, that's a whole market that might go down based off people spending. But there's a whole machine that runs around the world that is in the background that when you talk about gas, you know, power and shit like that, there's a lot of stocks that's involved with that you can make money in on the back end. And so it's all about really that education for real, because like you said, depending on the right investment through the right time period, this might be the best time for a motherfucker to invest. So just keep that open, man. Just got to keep your ears and eyes open for this shit for real, because like they say, buying during the fear, and if you know what you're doing, you can come out, like you said, you can come out on the green. But if you pay for the wrong shit, you might end up in a bad situation. So it is like knowing the right stocks for real. Like there's a lot of stocks you can low key like be pretty confident in even through the craziest of times. And as long as you're staying consistent with it and you're doing it for a long term, you should be good. But you gotta actually like learn this shit and talk to people. And that's facts. Get it with a community of motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, that's real. So on some birds of a feather type shit. So. But I had a question for you, Ern. Just, what's up? You know, knowing how much you consume just through your many interests, like, you're quick to order some shit.
Nah, but what I order always makes sense. It's so funny.
We ain't putting you on the spot now.
I'm like, damn.
So what and that's not at all what I meant it to be. It's like on some blast shit. It's just like you're a consumer who pays attention to the market, right? And like if you see some shit, like you gonna grab it, right? And so has this like sparked any alarms for you? Like do you anticipate like camera equipment and like some of the things that you purchase on a regular, like is that going up? Like
I told this man a long time. I mean, I was in his ear before, even the whole shit with the controversy. I was telling him about Walmart a long time ago. I was like, bro, get in on Walmart, get on Walmart. I was like, I kept telling him, he didn't want to listen. That's just one stock, but point is, I'll be in his ear telling him like, bro, you need to start investing in some of these stocks. He be passive.
What you mean, bro? I had a whole stock portfolio.
Nigga, there's a difference between, it don't matter. You was passive, bro.
Because I wasn't interested in investing in Walmart.
It's not about Walmart. I said that's one stock. It's in general. I was in your ear.
You act like I wasn't investing.
If bro, you don't have no excitement. You don't talk about it. You don't have no excitement.
I don't talk about all my shit with everybody.
I'm not saying you have to, but
let's bring it back to, because I don't know if I ever got an answer from you, Ern, around like
you kind of detracted from the conversation.
Yeah, it's my fault.
We were having. Supposed to be having anyway. What's up? Ask the question again. I'm sorry. You might be. Ask the question again. I thought you were gonna ask the question.
I thought you remembered it. Nah. So what I was saying was just like, based on as much like your consumer output, do you feel like there's anything you're worried about in the market? Like, do you get like a certain film from this? Like from this country, like
I mean, I just got into film, so asking me something specific is like something tied to like film. Yeah. I don't really have an answer to, but like from a camera equipment standpoint, I would say yes. Some of this stuff is definitely getting more expensive, just due to the fact that a lot of these camera companies are based in Asia, and a lot of these tariffs are being placed on.
There was a lot of high markups on some of the Asian countries.
Yeah, so I was even telling my older brother who's like in the process of helping one of his friends do some like live stream related stuff. I was telling him, I was like, look, man, y'all might want to go ahead and start getting ahead of all the camera and equipment related stuff you need now, because shit's about to skyrocket in price. Especially if you want to produce anything of quality.
I feel like this is kind of going to naturally segue into our next talking point, but how do we feel like it's going to affect like the B2B side?
What you mean?
Oh, like business to business?
Exactly.
I mean, it's definitely going to impact that. It's going to drive the cost.
Margins are
going to drive the cost up,
going to go
down, but the prices are going to rise for consumers because they have to offset those margins, those profit margins. So, it's going to be interesting.
Long story short, get this money.
I'm trying to like even from like a sneaker standpoint, I've been telling. I predicted this a long time ago. I was like, look, like this like fake money people had during like COVID and just after COVID, like people aren't gonna have that for the long run. So it's like, I don't know what y'all are thinking about with these pricing points with these like shoes and some of the product y'all have. Like, who do you think is gonna be like when it comes to
money,
right? When it comes down to buying groceries or a $250 pair of Jordans, I think most people that have any type of logic would go with, I'm gonna cop the groceries.
Not with these eggs looking like what they looking like.
I mean, but still, that's proving my point even more.
Right?
Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, hold on. Just to be that guy buying the motherfucking Jordans, he might be able to flip them shit so he can buy a case of eggs.
I had the resale market's kind of slowed down, bro.
Resale market is ass.
Yeah, so it's like I predicted that too. I was like, the resale market's gonna die down too. So it's like, I mean, everybody that's banking off of reselling sneakers and reselling.
Hey, it's all about reselling the right shit.
When's the last time you seen a collab sold out full price on the boutique's website, and then you go on StockX and it's available cheaper than retail?
Probably when I was working at the brand. So like 2022.
It's a tough collab. Brooks and Jeff Staples just came out with an adrenaline.
Oh, no, I was fire. I was talking about the other day with somebody.
I want to try it.
I was like, that joint's kind of tough.
Shout out to Bima, another dope dude out of Portland. He just did a great podcast with Jeff. And I was tapping into that the other night. And the shoe looks fantastic. Like, I would love to wear it. I have a homie that works with me at Nordstrom, and he swears by Brooks. Like, that nigga got it in every.
They're comfortable. Like, in terms of like running shoes, like they're top tier.
Yeah.
Like, respectfully, from like a distance running standpoint, Brooks is like one of those ones.
Yeah. But the thing is, also the whole trend of like people not actually wearing running shoes to run in, but like as just a walking like lifestyle shoe, right? And so I get that consumer a lot, and it's so funny because it's like I'm trying to sell them on the product from the brand's intentionality behind it. It's like, well, this is a running shoe meant for like forward momentum and propulsion, like as you're going through your natural stride.
You're trying to sell them on the performance aspect.
And they're like, just like something for comfortable to walk in. And I was like, well, if you want the comfort shoe, you know, here's On Cloud's like most cushion comfort shoe.
You getting technical.
And they still want the running shoe with the foam, and like, I think it's the look of the sole. People? Bro, it's all ages. I work in women's shoes. I be getting young folk. I be getting people who are nurses who want to like are on their feeder day.
All day comfort feet.
And I'm just like, you know, this is a running shoe. And so my coworker who goes die hard about Brooks, he wears them every day for, you know, the 8-hour shifts that we work. And he's like, yeah, like, so all that to be said, I want to try this shoe. It was sold out on the website, retail for $175. You go on StockX right now, I can get the shoe in my size for $130.
Yeah.
And so resale market is cooked.
Cooked.
And I might grab that shoe too.
And if you want them, now is the perfect time. If you actually like are into sneakers, now is the perfect time to like actually.
I might grab that.
Respectfully.
So.
But yeah, I also feel like to add another layer to that. I just feel like, I don't know, man. From a consumer standpoint, I feel like a lot of consumers. I've been saying this for the longest in these meetings. Like, bro, consumers aren't dumb. Like, there's only for so long that you're gonna be able to like just kind of put whatever in front of them and they be cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like now they're actively looking for substitute products.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Like, respectfully, like, you're not. There's only for so long I'm gonna allow you to charge me $250. Like, for a prime example of this would be.
Was it that bread?
Yeah, that bread one. Like, it's only for so long I'm gonna allow you to charge me $250 for a technologically obsolete product without you at least updating or upgrading some type of the tech spec to make it worth the $250 you charging me for it.
The folks who are like relishing over that shoe, the OGs, the protectors, the cohort that they're trying to serve the most in that, they remember when they got this shoe for less than $100.
That part.
Right? It's interesting space, man.
They be looking at motherfuckers like y'all crazy, like, cause they probably got the motherfucking dead stocks. They ain't wearing them though.
Or some of us just already have pairs from years ago that we might have, like, I look at it this way. I'm like, every time that shoe has come out, it's been under it. The box price has been at most $160.
Yeah.
And now y'all got the nerve to charge us basically double that.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I'm cool. Y'all can keep them.
On another note, what we got next, man? Do y'all want to dive into videos, or y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really tripping on these. How you feel about these?
I mean, we'll touch on it real quick.
You might as well.
So the next one, we was kind of already on the industry, but just talking about the job market, man. Me and Ern know it too well. Ex-Nike, just trying to make a way out in Portland. You know, so yeah, I mean, I really don't know anywhere to put it. Look, then it's just like,
if you out there looking, you're not alone. We feel you. A lot of people that have been through it feel you. A lot of people that are currently going through it. Some of us have been going through it longer than we anticipated going through it. We feel you. Yeah. Now I feel like it's a time for us to, if anything, work together to do something creative, create something, start something, pull our resources and skill sets together to, you know, make some money.
It's a tough situation.
Yeah. And I would say, don't be afraid to, you know, switch up the program a little bit. Like, dig outside the box. Like, look into some different, like, don't be on LinkedIn every day.
Hell no. Also learn some new skill sets. YouTube is one of the most valuable places in the world to learn a new skill.
There's so much money out here, and it ain't conventional or traditional. We've had this conversation before. I feel like I'm a perfect example of that, because Ern knows me being a person that never went corporate route. I kind of just played it my way, but understood the sacrifices that came along with that shit. You ain't got no career if you didn't go to college and you didn't get a degree, then obviously, and if you didn't get a trade, you already kind of setting yourself up for a harder road. So that was my situation. But on the flip side of that is I have a skill set. I'm talented. I'm gifted. The things that I do could potentially make me billions of dollars. So it's like, how do you, like, kind of similar to what we had a conversation with off camera, except it doesn't have to do with podcasting. It has to do with your career future. How do I take that idea, my skill sets, and put it in a situation to where it makes sense, to where it can make me money and create sustainability? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it could be an idea up in your head, but to get it out and to be able to execute it and make money off of it, that is a whole nother like ball game. But I feel like nowadays, that's the mindset you gotta be in. And me being a person who has literally have friends around me that's went to college, gotten degrees, did it the right way, and still ended up on their ass, lets me know that it isn't about the college degree and it isn't about necessarily the job. It's about relationships and skill sets and how you play these fucking game. And so it's chess, not checkers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I want to highlight something that you said earlier, bro. That was really strong. And I feel like everyone needs to, just take light of that. And it's not letting like your value and your worth be defined through these roles and these brands, and these titles, because I had to go through my own like understanding of that, having a dream, working for a brand, and like rapping years into an idea of what a career is going to look like, just for these to like discard you on some bullshit. And it's like not even that your work is invalid or anything, it's just corporate bureaucracy.
Business is business.
And
amen.
Right? So it's just like, yeah, man, you got to find your niche. You got to find what you bring to the table and own that, and then bring that to what you do to work. Bring that to what you pour into on your side hustle and your hobbies.
Or shit, I was gonna say, or on another way, not to cut you off, but like shit, sometimes you don't even have to bring it into work. It could just be what you do outside of work to make sure your cup gets filled, because what you're doing through work might not necessarily be contributing to your personal fulfillment.
Sometimes it doesn't always correlate, right? Ideally, I think it should.
Yes, ideally. But if you're in a situation where it doesn't, have some shit outside of work
I want to say this because like
you going and energized.
I feel like I might have had this conversation before a long time ago.
All right.
So this is some advice to the people out there, because I'm not where I want to be. I ain't got to the back like I want. But I will say this, and I feel like Ern can vouch for me. I'm somebody that's always chased my dreams, and like I believe in manifestation, and I understand sacrifices. I feel like the things that we're talking about, in order for people to get to where they want to go, they're going to have to acknowledge that this shit comes with sacrifices, meaning you're going to have to do some shit you might not like. And it could be whatever. It could be getting a job that you don't want to do. It could be doing what I'm doing, my situation where I chose a job that don't necessarily pay the most, but it allows me the time and freedom to do the things I want to do for the next step. So, and that is coming with like acknowledging the sacrifices. Cause yeah, I might have to like grind it out, thug it out for a little bit, and I might not have the money I want right now, but I'm building these relationships. These relationships that I'm getting at this particular job is getting me to the next step. You just got to think strategic. So I'm saying all that to say, one thing that I can say to say that maybe help others, to maybe like shift where they want to go. Cause to be real with you, life is a bitch, and you have to take control as much as you can. So like, you're not gonna get it 100% perfect. You're not gonna get it your way all the time. To be honest with you, this is the real world. We gotta be adults. You're gonna have to go suck it up and probably work at a job you don't want to be at. But here's a way that you can do it. When you do apply for a job, you should be making a list of the things that you need in life for yourself outside of this job. And when you apply for these jobs, you should be able to obtain at least 3 out of those 5 things on your list. If that job doesn't allow you to obtain at least 3 of those 5 things, it could be anything, then don't pick that job. And that's like, to me, one of the biggest like advice I can give to people, because a lot of people pick jobs and like try to like thug it out for the money just to get to the next point. And then sometimes we may get burnt out and quit. Next thing you know, you job the job. And it ain't because you can't work. It ain't because you don't know how to work. It's because this shit ain't making sense to where you want to go. So you gotta start like taking more control, and so with that, you gotta be a little more strategic. When you apply for these jobs, make sure that shit corresponds with the at least 3 to 5 things that you want in life. That could be anything. It could be as simple as I gotta get a certain amount of sleep in life. If this job doesn't allow me to get this sleep, then, and again, you gotta be realistic. So that's why I say write at least 5 things, 5 realistic things that you want that a job has to allow you to have. And if they don't give you at least 3 of those 5, it's just at least 3, then don't apply, because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth your mental. It ain't worth your time. Now, if you're willing to make that sacrifice and the money might outweigh versus all those things, then fuck it, I'll do it, and I don't give a fuck about my 5 list. But that's one thing that helped me, because it's easier to apply for jobs now, because I know there's just certain things I'm not doing. It's just I'm not, because I know it's not gonna make sense to my lifestyle, so I ain't even gonna entertain it or play with it. And I think that's the thing with us, is that we've been raised to think that we gotta suck it up and be adults and just deal with it. Man, fuck that shit, bro. That's not what it's about. We gotta start shifting that mindset. Our mental is very important too. Most motherfuckers feel like dying, don't even want to fucking wake up. That's just the honest truth. And then you got to go to a place you don't want to be at and make somebody else money. Y'all better start taking control, man.
Yeah, know your plan and work it.
That's all I got to say. I ain't to get preachy, but that's some real shit, though.
Yes, you do, dude. That's
nah, for real, though.
I'm gonna call you pulpit.
Nah, I'm just, it's the truth, though.
Pulpit Diff.
Because it really got me to where I'm at. And I hate to keep being repetitive, but Ern's my witness. He really seen, like, he really knows. I done been through so many jobs, bro. Yeah. And when I came out here, I said I'm only applying to 3 types of jobs. And that's all I applied to.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, we're going to get this money and we're going to enjoy it this summer. The next topic is, weather starting to get nice. Spring hitting, summer's hitting. Any intentions the fellas got? Anything that they want to get after this summer, whether it just be, shit, I'll just list one of mine. The weather is so ass here during the winter, and I want to take every advantage of the sun and at least do something active 5 times a week. Whether it's going to go play tennis, playing golf.
I need to give me a new bike.
Going on a run. I want to be outside this summer, and in a sense to where I'm just enjoying the fresh air and the good weather, because it can be taken for granted out here, and it's fleeting. So
that is factual.
Anybody else got anything?
It is gray and rainy. I'd say what percentage of the year?
Probably about 40 to 45.
It's more than 45%. We only get like 3 or 4 months of sun.
I was trying to be modest.
I don't like to think about it that way.
It's bad.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to getting to it from like this DJ standpoint.
Facts. That's really the
photography standpoint.
Yeah,
just like
it's gonna be good.
Content creation standpoint, whether that be from the crib or just out and about in public.
Yeah.
Yep. Working on I want to get in more venues. Working towards that.
Okay.
A lot of the big plays I want to do. It's more like chess moves that you got to build for the next year. You got to set up those, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, DJing, staying creative, new music on the way, new music this month. AwesomeNothing.com. Come on now. Rep the brand. EarnsWorld.com.
That part.
That's real.
Come on, man.
Comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah, man. I had bought myself some DJ equipment.
You did.
So I got that.
Didn't you?
I got that as a little
Christmas gift. Capping like New Era.
Christmas gift to myself this past year, and so yeah, man, that sun about to be out. Afro beats about to be loaded.
But is you spinning though?
I'm about to get right, man.
We got to really start being on your ass.
I'm about to get right, man. And you know what's crazy is like I asked this Ern to take me under his wing.
You improve yourself.
A couple years ago, type shit. And he wasn't fucking with me.
He said type shit.
He wasn't fucking with me.
That's not true. I've been right here the whole time.
Ern. Oh man, I wish I had my receipts.
I've been right here the whole time.
What's that? What's Shannon say?
I've been right here the whole time.
I wish I had my receipts, man.
The DJ equipment been over there the whole time.
So, anyways, we're gonna tap in, man.
Let's go, bro.
I think it's amazing.
He pull up all the time and just mess around on the turntable.
And even he was on my ass because he was like, man, like it was like so he was on my ass too.
Yeah.
But I felt more of a pressure though because it's like I should have low key been where he at and I didn't. So I'm like, nah, I really gotta do this shit because I'm like, nah, he actually doing this shit. I gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, got me hyped. Like, I'm sitting there watching him do this shit. I'm like, there's no way I'm not gonna do this.
Right. Yeah, you said I had to get off the sideline for real.
Facts.
Yeah, Chris.
And it's like
touch them things.
Like for real, I'm not the type of person. I'm not the type of person to tell everybody to do shit because the DJing game is oversaturated, motherfucker. But if you really got a real love for it and you appreciate the shit, it's a good situation and the money is there for real. That's back to what we was just talking about, man. There's money out here. Now that don't mean you gonna make it overnight, but there's money out here.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, you giving up your time to somebody else every day. And Uncle Sam taxing you, not even getting your full amount.
She.
So, my bad. I'm preaching again, like you said.
Nah, you spitting facts, so.
Man.
But you was definitely walking up to the pulpit. Yeah, that towel ready.
Yeah.
All right,
hey, top plane.
Y'all wanna hop into the music video?
This is gonna hop in Jam Sesh, man.
I think that's the next segment.
All right. Well, the first music video in this lineup is by artists from the UK. Not sure exactly
What's up
where
with you in UK lately, man?
Hey,
you been on that wave.
Look, hey, we international with it. We across the pond right now.
Like every video since the...
Go ahead and cue that up, man.
You've been going crazy.
Anyway, the name of this song is Algorithm, and it's by Jimothy Lacoste.
Jimothy.
Yep.
Jimothy.
Of course, we got to add. You know, we ain't got the paid YouTube over here. We're going to get there eventually.
I got another gem I'm going to drop, too, on the pod, too. Okay, turn me up.
Turn you up?
Yeah. The fuck? I ain't know it would start like this. Oh, bruh. We saw this on Instagram. I sent you this.
Yeah, it's the guy I was telling you about.
I sent you this.
I can't remember his name, though.
I sent you this shit. But I didn't realize. I was just sending you shit for jokes, though. I wasn't serious. He's got a few joints. Nah, yeah, he had some few joints I saw.
He did.
Yeah.
I was like, this music actually kind of going.
Now this ain't the one I was there was another one I was fucking with that I sent you though.
Anxiety, stress, warm up the social battery. This lifestyle can't be healthy. Surely Essex girls are lovely. Finance bro, Liverpool Street. I need me invest in the salary. These rappers ain't like me. They can't even dance. They struggle to breathe. Germs, they be organisms. Cough up the phlegm. I'm binning. See it, say it, sorted. Add it back to the playlist. Cara Delevingne on my wish list. I like tall women and biscuits. I am the algorithm. Chingford babe, just text me. Address me as Jimothy the Flexer. Alexa, play getting busy. Jimmy is back, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yo, that shit funny.
Chingford babe, just text me. Address me as Jimothy the Flexer. Alexa, play getting busy. Jimmy is back, can you hear me? I'm built like a lizard.
Jimmy is back.
And spitting in bushes. Exciting lizard in your area. Jimothy fans will stare at ya. Dancing and beat, we got rhythm. My chicken don't need seasoning. Half white.
He said his chicken don't need seasoning.
Keep life simple, darling. Life is getting quite exciting.
Okay. Jimothy.
All right, that was the first one. That was Jimothy Lacoste. Let me see. Okay.
That's a crazy producer name. You saw that producer name?
Yeah, the series of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, I was gonna call it out, but I was ain't even about to waste my time because respect.
Oh shit, Paris, Texas got a new video?
Yeah. So this next video in the lineup.
Oh yeah,
Paris,
I see
Texas.
the trailer on this shit.
It's called "They Left Me with the Sword."
They're definitely some of the newer artists with some of the best visuals I've seen, for real.
Their visuals are crazy. Respectfully.
Bro kind of look like left brain. A little bit, but he not though, you know?
Well, I see why you said that.
Like he don't, but when I look at him fast sometimes, I'm like, kind of like left brain.
What you think about this, Chris?
All that shit's interesting.
So remember speaking to the mic when you speak.
Yo, I think you muted me.
No, I didn't.
You see it's muted?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear him.
I can hear you. No, you're good. I can hear you.
I can't hear myself.
You can't hear yourself?
Say it, talk again.
Bro, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I hear your ass.
That's what you talking about.
Look at these fools.
When I touch me a bag, it's a fun day. Need a bitch that's soft, not mundane. Hit a different type of lake, I'm like John Mayer. Nigga.
They're so weird. What are they doing? I don't know. Crazy.
Made a quick phone call, it's a gun day. I'm a dweeb, but you don't wanna go there. Woke up, keep God on a Sunday. Woke up, keep up on a Woke up, keep up on a Monday. Put us on a Tuesday.
How the fuck they do that?
Oh, like this video?
Now, how they do the conjoining shit?
That's a great question.
Like I get it, some of it's practical, but some of the angles of how they did it, how was they able to hide some of that? Right.
Not Photoshop, but I mean Premiere.
I had that same dream again last night. They were right here. They were right.
We have a crush on you.
Let's kiss. Dinner's ready.
We have a crush on you.
Yeah, that shit's trippy.
What the fuck is going on? Yo, what the fuck?
Fools. Those beauties would never fall.
How long is
for a
this shit?
pair of dirty
About
such
5
as
minutes.
me.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm a sword to acquire those fair maidens.
It just took a whole nother turn.
Chances to acquire
I'm like, what the fuck are we watching?
money. And I can help you. Shall we strike a deal?
Yeah, alright, nigga, whatever. I'm with it. Yeah, sure.
A wise choice. Shed the skin of your past selves. Rise. What stands before me now are men ready to claim their destiny.
Okay.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
This shit is actually hard.
They don't. Yeah, this video is definitely a lot different from like, cause that shit is usually a lot more serious.
Boys, we shall get this Wabarino.
Give me the money. Shit got to be easy.
Think of bitches like a tech deck. Superman, her pussy ball like Lex. Drawing niggas who wanna act sketch. Not a gangster, this I do confess.
Come on, step up. Get the money.
I'm just a dumb nigga, I don't teach right.
Bro, hurry up. Give me a fucking second.
Sweating hard as hell.
Bro, give me that.
Hurry up.
They got a song called "They Left Me with the Gun" too.
Yeah, that one just dropped or no?
That's the one with the gun that's like moving around.
Did we watch that already?
Nah, you sent me that one on Instagram though. That was the video.
That was definitely like, what the fuck I just watched moment.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
pretty. That's cool.
No, they
content.
fired though. Get on a pair of Texas. They make some crazy shit.
I had to watch them again.
Yeah, if you're not tapped in, tap in.
That was my first time. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna share that
Anytime.
too. I'm gonna share that with some folk.
Anytime. The next song in the video lineup is by Jay Worthy and London Drugs, and it's called "I Wish." You know, we ain't got the free YouTube over. We got the free YouTube over here, not the paid. So
Okay. What's that? Griselda Records?
You put a smile on my face, I love you for that. I give it to you raw like Dirty was back. Your friends think I'm bull, they heard he could rap. Used to get it out the trap like 30s and packs. Used to get it out of ass, I'm telling you facts. If I don't get it from the homies, they ain't buying the strap. I'm just talking fly shit all over the track. I don't think about it much, I just say what I want. I don't think about it much, I just buy what I want. The Benz on Brabus, I park it out front.
That crib fire.
Feeling like the unit.
I don't know if I really like Jay Worthy like that. He just don't look the part.
I've always felt the same too, especially when he be saying, I'm like, is this even really? Hey, it been fucking with me because I get it. Some people light skin, but that do not look like he even should be saying. But hey, look, if he really is that, then I ain't mad at it. And I mean that respectfully because I know that shit don't come from me. But I feel you. Yeah. Where they at? That shit look fire. Where they at?
That shit hard as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That shit look crazy.
The beat hard though. It's a smooth little tape. I just don't need him rapping on it.
Nah, we're gonna sound like mad haters right now.
I don't mind. I can feel that a little.
Nah, I feel you, but it's just like I totally like these days you can't say how you feel. That motherfuckers like, oh, y'all hating me.
Hey man, I'm a guest. That's the luxury.
Hey, no, you good. Talk your shit. You ain't about me, none. I'm with you. I mean, I don't dislike Jay Worthy, but I totally understand why you feel the way you feel.
I found out about Jimothy through him, so.
Say what?
I found out about Jimothy through a joint project that he had with Jay Worthy.
Oh, this is a G Perico joint?
No. I said I found out about G Perico because I was fucking with Jay Worthy.
Oh, yeah, I fuck with G Perico.
But yeah, no, I think Jay Worthy might be black and white, right? Is that what you said?
I think so.
It just used to always throw me off because I used to, before I knew who he was, I would see like him on the covers and be like, I would hear the raps, I'm like, yo, is he white? And I just never fully like investigated. I'm like, yo, what is his nationality? But he be around all the motherfuckers though.
His nationality.
He's a blood.
Hmm?
He's also a blood.
What you say?
So his nationality would be he's American.
You know what I'm
His
saying?
ethnicity.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I've made that mistake before.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
That tongue is a powerful thing, man.
You right though.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of the music video portion of tonight.
That was good, man. I enjoyed those. I missed the first one.
You said you missed the first one?
Yeah, I had to take a 13.
It's all good. You can tap in when you actually watch the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first song in tonight's Jam Sesh lineup is by an artist from Ohio, actually. Stalley. And it's called I Get.
He's still rapping?
Yeah.
Is this new?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything from him in a long time, so I was like, let me throw a song from him in the
out all
playlist.
your jewelry.
Which I get.
You toting guns like it's a movie.
Which I get.
You like them girls with fake booties.
Which I get.
You all designer head to toe.
Which I get.
You do it to impress them hoes.
Which I get.
You working trying to get a show.
Which I get.
You flooding out all your jewelry.
Which I get.
If you're rocking with the music, hit the link in bio. Slide over to the Jam Sesh playlist. It is the official playlist of the Ern1 podcast. It's available in both Apple Music and Spotify.
All that for the show, a menstrual cycle. Niggas bleeding in the streets just to be just like you. They'll kill your mama for what's yours.
The playlist.
Oh, appreciate you.
I ain't no pastor.
Bring it all together, man.
Yes, any type of music we share or showcase on the podcast, it's up in the playlist. Whether it be from a music video standpoint or just a
All that little
audio
paper that you
standpoint.
flossing, we spent it. This experience, I'm talking, I ain't talking at you. I pass with flying colors, nigga, I'm a walking attribute. The actual proof, all them chains that held me down, I done cut them loose. I came out as Hercules. Now they call me Zeus, the prophet Jesus from the Cuban. How they measure success, I did it my way on my own path and counted my steps. You flooding out all your jewelry, which I get. You toting guns like it's a movie.
When did it drop? Is this a recent
like
project?
The girls with fake booties, which I get. You all designer head to toe, which I get. You do it to impress them hoes.
There's one thing I like about Apple Music is it tells you when the song came out.
Is this real?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure
I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, like, I have to go like to the actual album.
Ain't no
I haven't
need
seen
for the
anything.
fake
Probably.
image.
I
Just
hope
keep
it is.
clean and trim your grass 'cause
I ain't
there's
gonna lie to
snakes
you.
in it. Stay
I hope this shit
optimistic,
burn to
learn
the
to read
ground.
them 'cause they fake
Yeah, I would not be
different.
surprised if
He doesn't belong in our culture.
they're actually going broke.
Keep some members round me and they love the mission. Love's conditional
You
with money
exploited our
flow,
people.
but when it stops, they get missing. Don't fall victim to code switching, that's whole business.
Fuck 'em.
They don't play fair, so keep a
How you
fair
feel, Chris?
distance. If they try and trap you, then you show resistance. That's just
I
how
don't
you
really
stitch
be
it. When I
like
arrived
dummy
in the
heavy
game,
into pop
that's when the
culture
culture shifted.
Fair.
to
Cause
like
I'm a
even
bus,
have
you
too
know,
much
I'm
of a
molded
preference.
different. This coupe long as a bus, and the motor different. So when they talking the same, I just don't get it. It's falling on deaf ears, really don't hear it. All that drilling and killing, son, we don't fear it. Nobody made out of glass, you won't break spirits. You flooding out all your jewelry, which I get. You toting guns like it's a movie.
Cause I feel like certain stuff is like actually like the culture, and some stuff is just like y'all just feel like y'all are relevant right now.
What you mean? Break it down.
Like I feel like certain stuff is like how can I articulate it? It's like, okay, this was actually shifting a moment in time, and like, you know, sparks were ignited from this actual event. And then others, it's just like, you know, they just think because they're adjacent to like hypercultural things and they're existing.
Can you give me an example?
I can't really. I'm just saying, like, generalistically, I feel
what
like
you're saying.
There's a lot of people who think that they're really dim, and like,
Or if their opinion holds weight when it really doesn't.
yeah, or like they're really shifting a cultural tie, and then there's like the actual influential cultural event or person or that like shook waves, and you know.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's some perpetrating shit.
True.
That's fair. But yeah, the next track in this lineup for tonight is called bigJAM, and it's by AYOCHILLMANNN and Valee.
And
I feel like there's gonna be a long jam session.
I don't think it is not gonna be too long.
To just kind of piggyback off of that, it's like not like I'm on no hating shit or anything, or like I'm like anything like that. It's just more so paying homage to like what's true, and then like also recognizing that people want that. They're gonna create that identity even when it doesn't belong, and just recognizing that those are those people in the world. There's the people who actually are the shakers, and then there are the people who see the shaker, and so they imitate.
Right.
And then there's the other people, right?
Yeah, no, like yeah, totally.
And so, just on that sole premise, that's what that was based on.
On that particular person?
That all stemmed from the whole Jay Worthy. I mean, not Jay Worthy. Let me stop talking shit. It's just because it was tight right there. From the whole
Adams 22 joint.
No, whatever we were just talking about. The whole
No Jumper.
Yeah. From that. That's what that stemmed from.
Yeah. I didn't want to say his name, but yeah. Fuck him. I mean, I don't care. I don't fuck with bro. This is a little bop. That was different.
This is a super bop.
Yeah. Who did?
That was AYOCHILLMANN.
AYOCHILLMANN.
And the name of the song was bigJAM. The next song in the lineup for the night is actually from our guest over here, Chris. Shout out to Chris. The name of the song is I Don't Want You, Didi, the Garage Mix, and it's by Miraa and Next to Paradise.
I threw a couple
threw some bangers in here tonight, actually.
I had to contribute or attribute this to just selection for real, man. I've been listening to them since college. Shout out to the homie Ronell. I think he was the one who put me on to him. But pretty much if you got Apple Music, it's a 2-hour mix every Sunday by this dude named Joe K based out of LA. And bro he's in a pocket, man. Like, he knows good music and he knows the bops. So I just pull from what he's been putting out, honestly. I feel like watching selection has given me like confidence to explore music and like want to pick up the DJ shit. Just cause like it moves you in a way, and like everyone has their opinion of what they would want it to look like and how they want it to hit. And I feel like it's worth putting your own expression on. And then watching how it translates to other people afterwards. It's like, it's the beauty of music. So stay tuned, man. Easy bait, loading. Like I said, mixer is bought. I'm about to stop fucking around and get the Serato Pro. I was bullshitting on the subscription, but I'm putting it out there, world. I'm coming.
Putting it out there, world.
So keep an eye out.
This shit going through.
Oh yeah.
No, it is
Kind of sound like Rihanna.
Kind of sound like old Rihanna, right?
Is that the idea? Huh? You can't wait. You got that now?
Just because I got fidgety and I grabbed it, so I might as well just.
Like you couldn't wait. Like you like what the fuck?
I really wanted some water, but
hey, well,
it was empty. Yeah.
Shit.
We needed that damn. Shit, you know what would be clutch, dude?
What?
I'll take the no. I'll take the cup back if you don't mind grabbing that damn pitcher.
Like,
He's not getting up. He's not getting up.
Come
That's
on,
a dub. That's a dub.
And you just randomly handed me a glass too, like.
That's a dub. He's not getting up. Nice try.
You already know, yeah.
Nice try. Nice try.
That wasn't even a nice try.
Nice try.
Nah, I can't do that, sir. I can pick up my glass. My shit right beside me with ice and water.
Hey, man. What I will say, they ain't give me no water podcast.
Hey, he the guest, but what Ern always say?
You definitely had beverages before we started. And you, Brad, every time you come over here, you just go in. Every time he come over here, he just go in the fridge. He just go in the fridge every time he come over here. This man right here.
Hey, man.
He has some water already. But the next song in this lineup is actually from Chris again. Shout out to Chris once again. It's called ATL Shit. It's by Stefan Ringer and a slew of other artists. It's about though.
A little down south shit, man.
I'm on the ATL shit.
This song isn't long as fuck, but it's good.
I didn't realize it was this long, but fuck it. I'm gonna let it ride. I don't remember it being this long.
It gets a little repetitive, but hey man.
That shit look fire. You know about this? You a breakfast person?
I do want to. Is that the viral like?
Not the New York one. Not the New York. This is, but not the New York one. This is a different one. This was like hazelnut butter. That shit looks gas. I don't know, but I got just to go home and make my own. Them shit's fire. I don't like those type of pancakes, but them shit's looking good. That's what I'm saying. Put that on. Ooh, put that butter. They put that brown butter on there.
What you know about
They don't got nothing good over here. Yo, COVID fucked Portland up all the way, yo. Not at this time. Hell no, bro. Good luck, your crib. Me and Ern used to do that shit.
Isn't there like a pancake spot? Like a late night pancake spot?
Not no more.
It's like kind of near.
They're not no more. Yeah, you talking about the pancake, the 24-hour joint. They ain't 24 hours no more though.
You talking about the
pancake
spot?
Pancake house.
Something like that.
What the fuck it is? This shit going.
Yeah, we sliding into this. We sliding into this.
I'm on
You want this, Chris?
I'm on my ATL shit.
You're supposed to say sliding.
I'm on my strip club shit. I'm on my after party shit. Don't know how to act. Shaking up the yak. She might throw it back.
She might throw it back.
That ATL shit.
ATL shit.
Yeah, I need some shades.
ATL shit. Sexy ATL shit.
What you said? What?
Pancake.
What you say? Speaking to the mic, I can't hear you.
You got the glasses on. You used to do that hot back in the day, man.
I'm on my Stevie Wonder shit right now.
What the hot? You gotta really be. You gotta really. Yeah, you gotta really be in that mindset. You feel me? Before you can be, yeah, like you have a better chance making some fire waffles at the crib before you go to IHOP for that shit.
Real couldn't be church, that's the word around. I like hood niggas in the nice keep down. Small boy, but so got a phobia clown. Real ghetto bitch straight from the A-town. Stay up by the grown folk business. Claim you on my taxi cause you bitchin' my children. Fuck up like chatting from my time is expensive. You hoes, I can watch it, gonna need you some legs.
Yo, how did I end up on this fucking shit?
Flight, bitch, why you
My feed be going crazy, bro.
all in my coochie, but I stay on the beat, call me Yamaguchi. See? Fuck bitch, keep paid. No, I'ma keep my shit laid. I can fuck
Those
with
yours?
trade.
Oh, they mine now.
Stay out the way. Yeah, I'm on my ATL shit.
Staying here.
ATL shit. Yeah, I'm on my ATL.
Do it on me, right? Seems like the tortoise shell on me.
Yeah, I'm on my ATL shit.
Shit look good, don't it?
Give a fuck about a bitch. Yeah, I'm on my ATL.
Compliment my skin tone nicely. Yeah, we sliding. We stepping in this for sure.
Right.
Catch me in the function. I'm sliding at this. I'm spinning.
Is this a female or male producer?
That's a great question. I want to say it's probably a male. It's a dude.
Okay.
Yeah, black guy with dreads.
What up, though? So I'm coming from D, end up in the A.
Oh, so he's from Detroit.
Going out checking out some clubs and shit.
Yeah. That's I was like, yo, he's from Detroit. Shout out to the D.
That makes sense because I was like
tracks.
Atlanta people making shit like this? That makes more sense. So it's a Detroit cat.
Yes.
Okay. That makes total sense.
Detroit cat.
Have you ever heard
Detroit cat on his ATL shit.
That shit was banging for a few years.
Never heard of a dude named,
what?
Familiar.
Cove. And they was all on some ATL shit. 24 hours. Crystal Palace. On some ATL shit. 24 hours.
Yeah, we lit.
559. On some ATL shit. 24 hours.
You here on some ATL shit?
Club called Metroplex. On some ATL shit. 24 hours. Oxygen. On some ATL shit. 24 hours.
We getting loose in the club to this, for real. I ain't gonna hold you.
On some ATL shit. 24 hours.
Bro, you gotta speak to the mic.
On some ATL shit. 24 hours.
Said what?
I can't hear you at all when you enter.
Right. I don't. I haven't touched anything.
Nah, I don't know. I can't hear nothing no more. Hold on. Nah, it ain't nothing there. That shit definitely ain't working. That shit definitely dead.
Hold up, wait.
Nah, that shit gone, bro.
Yeah, hold up. All right. We're going to get this man's mic fixed real quick. But the next track in the lineup is Drifting Back, and it's by Genius of Time.
You, bro. You should have been had that plugged in the beginning. Why did I just use a different mic? You will never use that mic anyway. Not for this, not for guests.
Mic check. There we go.
So how long this ain't had no mic?
Probably too long. I'm back, world.
And we back. Thank you for bearing with us through these slight technical difficulties. I need some shades. Survive.
Wish I had another pair for you.
No, we already talked about it. We staying here. What you mean? What's wrong with these? Thought you was gonna come up in here with these shades and leave with them.
That was the plan, yeah.
What's wrong with him? You know what you bring over here? Stay over here?
I was just about to say.
Yeah, right. Say it again. Reiterate that. Say it one more time.
Yeah, what you bring over here stays over here.
Right.
I never heard that one.
Bring over here. Finders keepers.
I might find me a couple of cameras then before I leave up.
Oh, nah. It don't work like that, Playboy. Don't work like that, Playboy.
Yeah, even trade.
And I know you got some size. I know I can fit some size 9s back there.
And you revealing my shoe size to people? That's crazy.
I know you got something for me back there, Ern. What you got for these coppers?
Oh, nothing for no coppers.
I'm gonna give you those coppers, but I need something in return.
I ain't got anything for 'em, man.
Not a single thing that you want to get. None of some forces, nothing.
Nah.
Not a single pair, none.
Nah. That's crazy. I'm gonna snatch the shades off my face. Mid-production.
Had to, man.
But yeah, no, I don't have anything right now. So I'm just willing to like trade or give up.
Okay, what do you think is the shoe that you have worn and the longest? I'm sure there's multiple, but like, what's like? Maybe is there a silhouette? Is there a?
I mean, I have a few pairs of shoes that are like close to being 10 years old that are almost dead. They're dead stock, but I haven't. They're close to being 10 years old. They haven't hit that point yet.
But you'll probably never wear those.
No, I'll wear them. I just haven't gotten to them yet.
You have to resole them.
I'm not.
So what's something that's almost 10 years in the vault that you could pull out tomorrow if you wanted to?
A pair of 2016 metallic 5s.
You don't think you had to swap those, nothing like that? What's another pair? I wouldn't expect you to get rid of them because you already. The reason those are DS is because you're already wearing another pair.
Yeah, I'm on my second pair right now. On my second of 3. Then I'm about to be on my second of 3 pairs of black cement 3s. I should have bought 3 pairs of those black cement 4s in 2019, but I didn't.
Yeah, that was a mess. You talking about the bread 4s?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I cooked mine quickly.
So I got a pair of those in the cut too, in the tuck.
Yeah, the
pair of those in the tuck.
You got a pair of the leather ones?
No, I wanted those. I wanted those when they came out, but I didn't get them.
Yeah, me neither.
I was not fortunate enough to be blessed with a pair of those. I feel like you were back when those came out.
I would have grabbed those.
But I think also, but I don't know, from what I've been hearing, they've been operating a little weird from like an ES standpoint, so they've been like raffling shit off. I'm like, what's the point of doing that?
That was a little bop, something to do some work to.
I'm not gonna be doing no work to this. I'll be dancing.
You dance to this?
I'm not moving.
It's definitely dance music, disco, fun. If I was in the right setting, but realistically, I'm turning this on and I'm cranking out some work to this. I feel like it's like upbeat enough to like, and it's like melodic enough to just, head bopping type of way. You don't think so?
I mean, it could be. Depends on what type of headspace you're in.
For sure.
But I just know I would hear this and want to dance.
Yeah.
The next song in the playlist, also courtesy of Chris, Phalaphala. It's by MORDA, Afrikan Roots, and Maz Sings.
This was a little bop as well.
How long this track?
This was a little 4.
Nah, it's like 6 and some change.
I told y'all this was gonna be a long jam session.
Yeah, this is probably
It ain't gonna be that long.
This is probably gonna be my last one.
This is the last one.
Oh, well, this is
we only do 6 tracks, homie.
Yeah, my ass is hurting. Pause.
Hey man,
seat is like the cushion.
Sound like you're trying to grab some water.
Nah. I'm ready to get up though, I ain't gonna lie. This seat, I can only do this seat for so long. Like, this shit, after a while, it's like, you can't do it.
Yeah. So you hear that? Supporters, Ern1 needs a new couch.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. So next episode, I plan on having a cash app up here so y'all can donate for us.
Right.
Sure.
Cause some of y'all got money.
I'm sure. Is it not just Ern's world?
I don't think so.
That's a miss.
I think it is though. It might be. No, I think I changed it.
Okay.
And if I didn't, I will change it.
So we got 6 minutes of this shit?
About 5.5 minutes left.
It's gonna be okay. You're not feeling that?
No, I feel it, but I'm ready to get up.
Get up, man.
Then once I get up, I'm not sitting back down. That's fair, right?
I mean, shit.
We're getting real rhythmic over here.
Mm-hmm.
Real in tune.
I forgot what I'm eating.
Real in tune with the motherland over here.
Mm-hmm. I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm eating.
You got any African dances in your bag, Chris?
I can't even dance for real, bro.
Me neither.
That's crazy.
Twerk, that's about it.
You said you could twerk.
What?
Catch it twerk.
I was like, what?
You said I could twerk.
No, Diff.
We're getting jazzy in Africa right now.
Yeah,
I do want to learn some of the African dances though.
Yeah, them shits I was seeing on the gram was crazy. And they was going in. Like the shit that they was doing, they all had moves. Shit I ain't never seen before.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Motherfuckers be going in. Holla at your boy.
You got a Philly, Chris? Put your hand up.
Put your hand up.
Chris, hold your hand up.
It's up in my head.
Nah, put that shit up. Put that shit up. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, no, this one go. This was a part of a larger album, so I need to run back and spin the album.
So they know with some heat, you know, we got the smoke coming out the bottom of the screen. We gotta know with some heat.
Type shit.
They said that Catwoman died, yo.
You said what?
They said the Catwoman died.
Like the original one? Oh, the lady that had like the cosmetic.
Died at 84.
She was 84?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was that old.
When she tried to do all them surgeries and make it not look like it.
I mean, just in general, I just didn't know she was that old. I would have thought she would have been at the oldest, like in her 60s now. Remember the guy that had like the puzzle pieces etched in his face?
No.
He was in that same documentary she was in back in the day.
In the books, man.
No, facts. Glad to have you here, man.
It's a good time with y'all.
Already.
We had some great conversation. I can't wait to see the footage for them. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Nah, but for real, appreciate the feedback earlier too.
Yeah, man. I mean, I
we
think
just want to get better, bro.
I think y'all are onto something with this, man. I think just the amount of productional talent that's been wrapped into it so far is like no small feat. And you're being able to monetize on that in other facets as well. Like, I think that's just great. Like, you're really bringing the vision of a whole kind of like network of media content under one umbrella, and this is just an extension of that. And so yeah, I'm excited to say that I'm a part of the Ern's world. I've been to the planet. I got a permanent visa, and so until next time.
EarnsWorld.com, man. AwesomeNothing.com, man.
Yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share with your friends.
Hold it down and do what y'all do.
Hey, man. Appreciate you coming through one more time.
Of course, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
As always, man. We gotta do this again.
Yeah, I'll run it back for 60, man, if y'all need me.
All right. We'll catch y'all later, though. Peace.